And we're back.
Ooh, that we are. Hi,
Hello.
chat. We see you.
Hello.
We see them.
Back.
They see us. How
Yeah.
ominous.
Dun dun dun.
This isn't the horror stream.
Yeah?
Hmm?
Is that what you want?
I mean,
And then there was a monster.
to be fair, in the Hall of Illusions, they did see some shit.
They did see some shit, but this ain't the
Oh,
horror
that's right.
campaign.
There are different types of horrors.
True.
Hey
True.
guys, you ready to peep the horrors? Because I sure am.
Also, Vaughn, I'm just checking the chat right now. I just see Vaughn's like talking about making Columbo memes, which I literally am. I have an entire folder on my computer right now full of Columbo screenshots that I'm trying to get through and redraw.
It's really,
Like,
it's really incredible, actually.
It is pretty great. Not gonna lie.
yeah. Oh, Skelly. Skelly's here.
Yes.
Hey, Skelly.
Well, we're here.
Oh, I feel like
Hello,
pumpkin now.
Raiders. Thank you, Skillet Alpha, for the raid. Greatly appreciated. We had some first-time chatters in here, like Mega Man Xander. Hey, buddy, how's it going? Good to see you. We appreciate y'all being here as we get started to interrogate a Kenku.
Yahoo!
And hopefully not get arrested.
And hopefully not get arrested. That's right. But hello, welcome in. I think it's a good time for us, speaking of, to start going around the horn. Hi, I am TiXDiXL, also known as Saris. I'm the Dungeon Master and the owner of this channel. If you're here, you probably know who I am. This week's a little different in terms of scheduling. Monday, I have a business trip and therefore will not be anywhere. But next Friday, I believe we are returning to Distortion Devil's channel for some more Kazor's Guide to the Cosmos. And then on Sunday, we're going to be back over at Burnout Vaughn's channel for some Those Who Wander. So again, this is not the horror stream, but if you want the horror stream next Sunday, be there. Horror's going to happen. They're going to peep the horrors.
Peep the horrors.
Peep the horrors. Yup.
We're gonna peep the horrors. Yay!
But that's me. I am gonna toss it over to our good friend Trinket. Who are you? Where can they find you?
Hi, I'm Trinket. You could pretty much find me anywhere on the internet by checking out my card. It's trinketwitchcreations.card.co. You'll find I'm on Blue Sky, Furfinity, mostly on Tumblr. Most of my D&D stuff though is going to be on Blue Sky. I have 2 different accounts, but otherwise I'm kinda everywhere. Except apparently on here, except for every other Saturday. I probably need to fix that.
Maybe. But
Don't you worry about that.
thank you for being here. Next up, we got Pepper.
Yo, hi, it's me, Pepper. You can find me over at Pepper Chester on Blue Sky, Tumblr, Twitch. I'm taking commissions as I usually do, and just a Cheshire Cat Nikomata VTuber if that strikes your fancy. Working on my own little wonderland. I don't know what exactly else to say, but if you find any interest in my art, feel free to pop a follow on over there and just keep a tab on me.
It's very good art. You really should.
Thank you.
It is. As a previous commissioner, jazz hands.
Jazz hands.
But yeah.
I miss you too. Go ahead.
But yeah, thank you for being here. Next up, we got Zai. Who are you? Where can they find you?
Hello. I'm Zyme. You can find me here on Twitch and on Instagram, at least for now, at Zyme site, and basically everywhere else like Blue Sky, YouTube, all that jazz at Zyme Ness. There's been a whole lot of fuck all for the last week because I was busy, really, really busy. But this week there will be lots of streams. I might be doing some art streams because I might have a commission down the pipeline that I got to work on. Because your girl got to make money for Combo Breaker. That's right, folks. I'll be in Chicago, kind of, sort of, really Schaumburg in May. I'm about to drown in pools. It's gonna be great. Tuesdays we'll probably play some Nine Souls. Wednesdays, we're still trying to beat the Golden Evil statue, but we in there. We found strats. Thursdays, Thirsty Thursdays, where we play Hades 2 because everyone is hot, and we almost beat Grandpappy Time.
Ooh.
Phase 1, anyway. Phase
Nice.
2. Debatable. And then Fridays, Fistful of Fridays, where we play fighting games and beat 'em ups. I'm so behind on my games. I might play some Strive. We'll see what happens. But that is me.
Strive.
Oh wait, what Strive or voting for Strive?
Sorry, I'm also a big Guilty Gear buff. I enjoy my.
Yes! Hell, let's go!
Yes!
But that is me. When I'm not doing that on my own channels, you can find me at many Good Beans channels, like here every other Saturday for the Lost and the Found. And then on the other every other Saturdays, you can find me over on Burnout Vaughn's channel with the Saved by the Spell crew for Baldur's Gate 3 until we are able to come back and do some more Strixhaven Curriculum of Chaos, which is our 3-year plus homebrew game. But yeah, that's me.
I do have to ask really quickly.
Yes.
I won't delay us too long, I promise. Favorite person in Hades 2?
Ooh, okay. So of the people I have met so far, favorite person is a little bit rough. If we're talking about people I aspire to kind of sort of get to gains wise, but also they're hot, probably Nemesis. But then we have Lord Dionysus, aka Dionysus, and he really took the title of Dionysus to a completely different level. So yeah. And then Prometheus knows how to fight. And I really like it when people know martial arts. So,
Sagely nods.
No.
Sagely nods.
Oh no, in danger. But yeah, there are quite a few. The surprise favorite thus far, Moros. I really like Moros's character. He's so kind of refined and controlled when it comes to discipline of himself, almost to his own detriment.
I am going to drop a take, and then I'm going to hard left to our next person. My take is, when the fuck did chaos get hot? Anyway, Net, where can they find you, and what are you up to?
Oh, not that much. So I'm Net. I am on Tumblr at HamsterGal. I really don't do a lot of original stuff on there. I'm mostly reblogging, but that's where I'm at. Occasionally, you might see my artwork on there, although I usually do fan works, and they tend to be sort of channeled off into their little individual fandom spaces. Let's see. I'm also involved with the Non-Productive Comedy Network, which you can find here on Twitch at twitch.tv/nonproductive. I work with the Geeks of Wrath show on Tuesdays. I'm sort of in the writer's room on that one, and we'll be back in the show for our 1-year anniversary, which is coming up on May 5th. So please keep your eye out for promos for that. That's going to be a lot of fun. And I mean, I've been cooking a lot lately because I actually have the energy to do that now, which kind of rules. But yeah, that's about it for me.
And last but certainly not least, Punky, who are you and where can they find you?
Whoa, hello. All I have to say about Moros is I can make him worse.
Let's see it together.
Just saying. Hi, everybody. I am Punky. If you just came from Skelly's raid, I might be a little bit familiar. It's because I was there for a little bit. I hang out on everybody else's channel because I'm too cool to stream on my own. That will happen soon, eventually, one day. I am starting to get the things together to do that, so it is very exciting. When I have a date, I will be yelling about it everywhere. And everywhere is my blue sky at Punky, Pun-Ki. My Twitch channel is under my character's name, BB, at Punky _O_O. Otherwise, you can find me here every other Saturday. You can find me at Burnout Vaughn's channel every other Sunday. And starting in May, weekly for a little bit for the Cosmic Caper on Tuesdays. That got delayed because I hate Skelly. That's why. It's because I hate him, and I did it on purpose. Otherwise, I'm on Amusing Thales channel on Mondays sometimes. And I don't know. I show up in other places from time to time until I'm going to start showing up on my own channel. I'm sorry, Skelly. I'm sorry. I had to call the airport and tell them to move my flight up. But yeah, there's some exciting webcomic stuff I'm going to be doing when my channel does start up, trying to interview some authors and stuff. So that'll be really cool. Drink more water, break more rules, read more comics, and that is it for me. And now I'm going to become an anxious little kobold.
And with that having been said, who would like to give a recap of what happened last session?
Let me check my notes. Where did I put it?
I take it net, you're taking this one?
I mean, unless anybody else wants to, but I've got, what day is it? We last played on, what was the last time we played?
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago. I don't know the date.
The 11th.
11th. Okay. There it is. I found it. All right. All right. So we start off hovering menacingly outside of the ticket booth, trying our best to look non-suspicious as we're trying to figure out, okay, how are we going to report this? Is this an unattended child? Meanwhile, Nicholas the Goblin is staring at us. So when we finally do talk to him about it, he's very enthusiastic. He's so pumped about getting security involved. This is probably the best thing that's happened to him all day. He got some excitement at work. Yay, that's a big retail mood. So after that, they also reported this back to Dear Legrand, who maintains the lost and found area. And Jilla does also take care of the carnival's children very seriously. As the party begins to move on, the show at the Big Top is being announced. And Zenki notices somebody running from the carousel into a smaller tent. And BB and Arlo notice someone dressed all in gray skipping through the crowd. And then BB launches himself at that character who doesn't even notice them. So BB Cash and Cardamom all run after the skipping figure, and Zenki goes after the other person running from the carousel. And Arlo shouts out, "Hey, we'll catch up later," and goes and follows Zenki. Now, this is where the party splits up. And there's a whole bunch of baloney going on with Cassius and Cardamom and BB. They're watching the person who they're assuming might be the laundry thief as they go through the crowd, stealing a giant lollipop and making it disappear, stealing somebody's trinket box, making it disappear, stealing a ring of keys, and then the kid disappears. And Cassius thinks they might have gone to hide inside the Hall of Illusions. Now, outside the Hall of Illusions, you got yourself a glass cabinet with a black-haired witch mannequin inside. There's also a very bored-looking Witchlight hand standing outside of there. And as the party is doing the building a once-over, a halfling couple approaches, and one of them drops down to one knee, getting ready to propose to the other one, who busts out laughing. Cannot control herself, just cackling like a madwoman. This, of course, breaks the little fella's heart, and he runs into the Hall of Illusions. Now, the group approaches the glass box just to figure out what the heck's going on with that, and it's got a name tag on it. The wizard Tasha, known for her hideous laughter, and Cash and BB also burst into laughter just like the prospective fiancé did. Cardamom is not affected. She's got a poker face, apparently. Who knows? Anyway, so she talks to the halfling lady after she calms down, and they find out that the fellow that ran off, his name is Reuben. And so they decide that since the missing laundry thief and Reuben both seem to have gone to the Hall of Illusions, they're going to try and kill two birds with one stone and go into there. There's a mute clown who punches the tickets to let them in, and after a little bit of conversation, communicates to them via sign language that his voice had been taken from him by a Kenku. A Kenku in a blue cloak, who seems to be the same one that the party had been looking for, that they spotted from the Dragonfly ride in the previous adventure. So after that was discussed, they enter the Hall of Mirrors. The mirror maze shows reflections of the three party members at different points in their lives, starting off as youngsters, and then working their way down to being elderly. Cardamom gets hung up in front of a vision of her teenage self because she doesn't remember that. She does not remember being that age. BB gets hung up in front of a reflection of himself during his student days, from what I could tell. You can feel free to correct me on this. And Cash gets a little bit distracted by one of him as an elderly man who looks an awful lot like his own father, who had just recently passed away. Now, anyway, they go through everything. They find the girl in gray who's wearing a pig mask, and they find the missing halfling, and they're together. The halfling is standing in front of the mirror with a 1,000-yard stare on his face, and the supposed kid looks at them after trying to lead Reuben away, and then disappears into the mirror. This, we're assuming, is not normal. The mirror was solid when they checked it, so we'll figure that out later. Anyway, we have to go return Reuben to his fiancée, so they did, and the lights around them seem a little bit brighter and happier for them. So the party reconvenes. They have found the Kenku that they are looking for, and this particular character leads the entire party on a chase through the crowded Fugi Carnival, with teamwork magic and a bag of ball bearings spilled on the boardwalk. The team does manage to subdue their target before a Witchlight hand can manage to give them a hard time about it. And that's all I got. The end.
Yeah. Do you have... Sorry?
You forgot one little thing.
Oh,
what'd I forget?
Oh, that's true. That's true.
You can feel free to bleep me up later.
I mean, technically, they already bleated you out of the summary.
Damn.
We got deleted. Anyway, so yes, during the adventure, when they were going after the Kenku, our dear little cookie boy got turned into a sheep.
He did. He sure did. That was the thing that happened.
But he got better.
He got better.
I got better.
Well, Net, do you have a die of inspiration?
I have two.
You only get to keep one.
Okay.
But I will give
fine.
you a different temporary reward for being the person to do the summary. And that is, I would like to give you
a special hat.
A +1 to wisdom saves.
All right.
An additional +1 to all wisdom saves just for this session.
All right, cool. We're going to have to remember that together.
Oh, believe me, I will remember.
Yes.
But with that, I'm actually going to take us over to where we ended our session on the actual map. Because if you remember, in all the chaos that happened, y'all were standing next to a Kenku who was tied up and on the ground. Cash.
Crazy things happen at the carnival.
Cash is just about to de-sheep. Because technically speaking, you haven't de-sheeped yet. You're still a sheep. I regret to inform you. Because it lasts. Yeah, and we only did that number of turns. Yeah. You're still a sheep, Cash.
Oh god.
Um,
I mean, would I still be able to just kind of
we are
move
out of
over?
initiative. We are out of initiative. You were able to move your tokens as you wish. Um, and
Can Cardamom pet his little head?
I mean, yeah.
Yay! All right, cool.
If a sheep could give a wan look, that's what.
but yeah,
I'm just really excited about this.
we start off with the Kenku. Now the Kenku is asleep because I have here in my notes. I have here in my notes. Um, is this, yep, this is the audio I wanted to use. I have here in my notes that you used the sleep spell on the Kenku.
Yeah. Which I actually was wondering, was it my use of that spell that sparked off some magic?
I'm making a face at you.
Oh.
I will neither confirm nor deny.
Magnificent.
But that's an
love
excellent
it.
question. That's an excellent question.
Because I meant to ask that last time, and I was like, wait a minute. Whose magic caused that?
Yeah. Yeah, you have a sleepy Kenku. And y'all are kind of just, at this current moment, you're all kind of just standing around the sleepy Kenku who is passed out and clearly tied up. Bound, but I don't believe y'all gagged them.
Uh-oh.
I don't believe
No.
so. No, okay,
I'm
good.
busy petting a sheep
No,
right
we
now,
don't
so I can't
believe
really do
so.
that.
All right.
No, we didn't. On that
This,
note,
yeah.
oh, sorry.
No, I was going to say this is where we open up. What would you like to do? And you're beating me to it. Go for it.
On the note of the gagging,
Guys, not to make this weird, but didn't one of you say that someone claimed that this person might have taken a voice somehow?
Yeah, this clown. Well, I mean, like, I'm not saying that like, like, oh, this clown over here, but an actual clown.
Yes, no, I
Told
can
us.
confirm it was an actual clown. Cardamom is not just calling someone a clown.
Okay, so really quick, I think I'm gonna go get this fellow Witchlight hand over here. Let them know about that. Someone want to keep an eye on our friend here and be careful about them possibly speaking. I don't know if they're like me. Sometimes I gotta speak to do the things that I do. Sometimes I don't. But be prepared for them to pull a fast one. They probably didn't expect to take a nap.
and Arlo's actually gonna like approach the witchlight hand to kind of diffuse the situation to explain why they did what they did.
Yeah, absolutely.
Good plan.
Also, above game of note, wasn't there something about homie over here and we never got to like look at them, but they stood out?
Mm-hmm. Currently unconscious on the ground, yeah.
Can't be everywhere at once. Up here.
Like, is it rude to tie up the beak or something?
If man, I
mean, if
haven't
they're stealing
thrown my 2
voices.
cents.
I was gonna say, I
For
think
the
if they're
sight
stealing
gag, but-
voices. Sorry.
Yeah. No, it's okay. For the sight gag, but also to make sure he just doesn't get up and run, and even though he's bound right now. I don't think the legs are bound, right? It's just the body.
That's up to you guys. What did y'all do?
Oh no, BB would have gone for like arms, legs, body, like yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
good.
I figured that's what had happened.
All right. I was about to have Zenki be a rude bird and just be like, okay, let me just cop a squat on him, make sure he doesn't struggle too much or move around any much. He just sits down on top of him, make sure. I don't know. Because like if the concern here is him probably like trying to use his Kenku charms to try to squeeze out of the situation, what better than a Kenku versus a Kenku? I guess a little bit.
Yes.
Ooh, thank you. Yeah, you know what? Zenki's just gonna go ahead and just.
Yeah! Are you just like sitting on them?
Yeah, he's sitting on them.
So, remind me, Zai, isn't there something about the sleep spell where if you cause harm to another
Yeah.
creature, they wake up?
It's specifically, let's see. I'll also pull it up just in case, but I'm
Yeah.
scrolling through to read it. Basically, if they take damage, or someone uses an action to shake or slap them awake. So basically, if there's something that can nudge them awake,
I was gonna say,
whether intentional or otherwise, they're waking up.
I don't know about
Uh-oh.
y'all, but how much does not to be disrespectful, Zenki, but about how much does Zenki weigh?
I'd like to go along with the fact that since birds are kind of light, he's not that heavy set of a bird. However, he is still a peacock Kenku, and peacock tails are pretty massive. So they're pretty weighty. So a little. That's a good question. Less than the average adult, but more than the average teenager.
So, as someone who currently has a cat laying plumb on their leg, this cat is about a little less than 20 pounds. And this cat is enough to wake me up when she decides to walk on me. Given your estimate of how Zenki, weighs,
Oops,
you
he's squishing.
sit on this Kenku and it's like, those squishy toys that like when you squeeze them their eyes bug out?
Incredible.
Yes.
That's kind of what it looks like as you hear
Oh, he's awake. Right.
Interesting.
My
Sorry, that was too good. That took me out. So what becomes interesting in this moment, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to focus on this interaction, and then we're going to move up Zai to Arlo, in what's happening with the Witchlight hand. But what is very interesting in this moment is the Kenku turns their head to look up at you, and crow / raven eyes are pretty beady.
Yes.
They're looking up at you with the beady eyes, and if a raven could squint,
Amazing.
Hi. He's just gonna say hello back. Hi.
and as soon as you do, when they open their beak to speak, the voice that comes out does not match what you would expect. Why are you sitting on me?
Well, I'm making sure to give extra precautions so you don't try to squirm away. Essentially.
Are you the reason I'm tied up?
One of the 5 reasons, yes.
I think BB is looking at you with wide eyes, frantically shaking his head no, and then just kind of his shoulders go slack and he just kind of looks at the ground.
Well, that laughing that you hear coming from me is also coming from Cardamom. That's because that's just too good.
That's
She's just
fantastic.
sitting there, petting Cash the sheep, cracking up. She's having a great time. She's having a great time at the carnival. Hey guys, it's a great time at the carnival. Only now with some churros.
There is a moment where you can clearly see the head cranes to look up at the draconic creature, the inconspicuous lamb, and the halfling woman. There's a moment of pause. You're not Witchlight hands, are you?
I think BB is going to take a deep breath, just like a, and he's going to walk over and he's going to kneel down next to the Kenku. He's going to say, I know we are not Witchlight hands, but this has been a very, 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 very trying day. And I promise you will wish that we were if you do not cooperate.
Roll me an intimidation check.
Ooh.
Ooh.
With advantage, because you've got Zenki literally sitting on her.
BB's kind of tapping out in terms of like we're reaching the overstimulation scale, so BB's now just starting to be an asshole.
That social battery has reached fuck around and find out.
A 15. 15. You see, you know what? In addition to that intimidation roll, I would like all 4 of you to roll me insight checks in the moment.
Interesting.
Ooh.
Wait, me too?
Okay.
Or no?
You will have lamb stats, so roll me a roll 20, just like a d20.
Stats.
Rolling insight. Rolling insight.
4! This is incredible. So your wisdom as a sheep is a +0. So that is a 4 on sheep insight. A 10, a 9, a 4, and a 6. Here's what I will say. Yes, and a plus.
Well, mine's taking.
So
Yeah,
so
so
it's only on
depends.
saves. It's not on checks. It's only on saves. There is a bit of a difference there. But good catch. Good catch. So we've got, like I said, a 6, a 9, a 10, and a 4. I think, given the circumstances, you all can see that this Kenku is contemplating. They're thinking something. There are many thoughts behind those eyes, but none of you can determine what is going on inside that head.
Well, to be fair, psychic abilities were not part of the skill set that I gave her, so it's fine.
Understandable, honestly. There's a moment of contemplation of some sort. And then you hear, "So what do you want?"
I think BB looks at his friends a little bit like he turns. I think he turns around and looks specifically at Cardamom, and like is very visibly shocked that it worked. Like, and kind of mouths like, "What do I like?" Doesn't say, but like mouths like, "What do I ask?" And then turns back and like has a menacing face again and is like, "Well, you see, we would like."
Hold on a second, because there's a Cardamom takes a moment and just points at herself with her mouth open. Me? And looks over at Arlo in desperation. and mouths, "What does he say?"
Good luck, Arlo's with the witch.
Arlo, you look over and Arlo is engrossed in a conversation of which we will get to soon.
I'm like
with a
trying to wave,
witchlight
like,
hand.
I'm trying to wave like, "Get back here! Come on! Get!"
Go ahead and roll me persuasion with disadvantage, or persuade, just a flat persuasion.
Okay.
Actually, no, I'm sorry, with disadvantage in this case, and that's going to be compiled with, I would like passive insight from Arlo, or Yeah, passive
Sure.
perception, not insight. Passive perception.
right.
Gotcha.
I know D&D.
Well, that's an 11.
11.
My passive is a 15.
I'm so sorry.
To which one of us?
To you, because Arlo, yeah, you see it. You see that cardamom is waving to you, but clearly you have it under control. They have it under control, clearly.
Mm-hmm.
Clearly.
Just, oh, they're probably signaling me that he woke up or they woke up. That's all. They're
Yep.
just signaling.
Yeah, clearly.
Swings a look back over at BB and just mouths, I don't know.
BB, I think, turns around again, like, was waiting for a response, like, dramatically from Cardamom, and then doesn't get one, and then looks back and goes, oh, okay, look, we don't really want a lot. We just want you to give the voice. This is not your voice. We know.
Yeah, the voice. The voice. Yeah.
Voice.
On a condition.
Condition.
You're not really in a position to bargain if you haven't noticed.
Oh, I am.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
What are you going to do? Like, eat his voice? Like you do?
That's wow. Okay.
How'd you even do that? Even I can't do that.
It was a turn of phrase. I don't actually think that this Kengu can eat this person's voice.
Well, I mean, like, can it go back to him? He seemed really upset about not having it anymore.
And then as you ask that, you hear in BB's voice, I don't know. There are other problems that we might have right here on our hands right now.
Okay, that's getting a side eye.
I didn't do that. I'm sure we're just looking at
Well,
our
are you
Kenku
going to
friend
just
here.
stand there? Or are you going to hear me out?
Well, I guess I'm waiting for you to explain this end of the bargain.
I mean, we can do both. I mean, we can
Yeah.
stand here while we're hearing you.
I'm just gonna sit here. But go on.
I love Zenki. Oh my god. All right.
Well, see, I have been trying to figure out what's been going on. And if you can do me a favor, and you can help me, I can help you. We both win.
I think BB does the thing where he like rubs his temples and he's just like, does anybody here know that if you want somebody to help you do something, they usually need to know the thing that they're going to help you? What do you mean you're trying to figure out what's been going on? What do you mean what's been going on? We're at a carnival. Weird things happen. It's a magical carnival. Weird things happen here. Why is everybody always trying to figure out what's going on?
Baby. Chill.
All right. I need you to look at me. I need you to take 3 deep breaths, okay?
BB looks at you,
Inhale.
turn to me, and goes, you know what? You can speak to this. I'm taking a walk. I'm taking a walk.
Don't go too far. Don't go too far.
Okay. All right.
All right, anyway. Okay, so see, here's the thing. Now, there's a lot of stuff going on. I'm looking for stuff that's going on. Sanky's looking for stuff that's going on. My little friend who just wandered off is looking for what's going on. We had a big fella with us. I don't know what happened. It was a cute sheep, though. I'm sure Olaf wants to know what's going on. The whole thing, right? There's a lot of things happening. But first and foremost, have you seen anybody with a whole bunch of damp laundry?
Oh, God.
It's been missing since I got here.
No, I've been preoccupied.
Well, gosh darn it, then they haven't got anything for me then.
But
So you're talking about... Wait, go ahead, sorry.
Go ahead.
nope, you go first, Senki.
So you're saying something about making a deal with us about, like, we let you go. You give us what we want. We're in this together. How you stole somebody's voice, and yes, we are trying to make heads or tails of this place. But how do we know to trust you?
What are your other options?
Well, we can try walking through the mirror again, but I don't think that's going to happen.
Unless, if I'm understanding correctly, you guys said that the mirrors showed the future. Actually, no, never mind. Strike that. I don't know how that would work.
I couldn't figure it out either, and I was there.
All right, real talk. Kenku to Kenku. You have a reason for doing this, so at least explain why. Like, what is exactly making you do this? What is the starting problem? If I can be blunt.
Well, you have to understand, I am a warlock. My patron is an archfey who usually it's very easy to remain connected and or use the carnival as a, shall we say, through line to get to her domain and or to, shall we say, it can be a conduit for her magic. Some time ago, many years, I lost connection with my patron. I had reason to suspect that the owners had something to do with it. However, since I've been here, everyone is giving me the cold shoulder. I've tried to get people's attention. I've tried to get Mr. Witch and Mr. Light to speak to me, only to be ignored, brushed off, or even kicked out. So fine. If happiness is the thing that makes the carnival go round, then I will disturb it until I am acknowledged.
Well, I mean, this is the first time you got some hot buttons and a cold shoulder, so I think that's a massive improvement.
But you're not Witchlight hands. This is where the agreement can come in. If you can get eyes on the situation and actually get something out of the owners, I, as a sign of good faith, will give you this voice back.
Well, I used to be a Witchlight hand, honestly. Now here's a question for you, Sarah. Would Zenki rather know if he's telling the truth about the whole warlock stuff? Roll a history check for this?
You can roll, I'm gonna say on a history check you wouldn't know anything, but you can roll an insight check to see what the vibe is off of her.
Okay. Insight check. Holy!
She is definitely looking at you with earnest.
Okay. All right, fine. All right. I don't really think this one's lying here. Okay. All right, we'll keep a hold of you until Arlo gets back. And where is Cass?
It's at that moment, Cash, where you de-sheep.
What in the... Oh, you got him. Shit, how the... He's definitely gonna be looking around very confused, like, trying to figure out when all of this happened.
I mean, you still had conscientiousness, you were just a sheep.
Right, but I would imagine that she probably doesn't understand all of what's going on.
No, for sure.
So I'd be like, well, now that we got him on the ground, let's get the interrogation started. What all have we asked him already?
We've asked
Looks like
her that what she's doing here, and apparently she's holding a voice hostage because she's trying to reconvene ley lines, warlock. There's a lot.
It's a lot.
Yeah. And maybe you can say it better, Cardi.
I mean, like like apparently, like I'm not like I don't get a lot of it, but apparently they're trying to reconnect with some Archfey, and this would be the way to do it. This would be some sort of like what you said. What did you say? Was it conduit? Some sort of conduit? Was it conduit? I think it was a conduit. Anyway, she hasn't
Cat's
seen my.
gonna kinda-
I'm not really. I don't really care.
He said BB
And
kind
how
of
they've been in
walked
here plenty
off.
of times.
Yeah,
Go
BB,
ahead.
what is BB doing, right? Just real quick. What is BB doing?
Yeah, I think BB just kind of like stomped off like in this direction that I moved my token and is just kind of like pacing circles like in this area. Like just kind of going back and forth. I don't know if he would notice our mysterious character to the left or not, but he's definitely preoccupied like marching back and forth.
I was gonna say, if you're just pacing, yeah, you would notice the little creature just on the ground. Yeah, unconscious.
Okay. Did you say okay? So it fell asleep unconscious. Okay, so I think BB like mid like kind of put about like just frustrated is going to like stop and look over and see this thing and then A notice it's not maybe a normal carnival goer and B also notice that they are unconscious and be like, oh no, did the spell, oh my god. And BB's gonna go over and like check and make sure that this person is okay.
Quick question above game.
Mm-hmm.
And I apologize if this is meta. Didn't you mention last session that little dude didn't have wings?
Correct.
Okay, just wanted to make sure.
Yep.
Oh, I think BB steps closer then and goes to like speak to this little guy and then sees that he doesn't have wings and then goes and then turns around and is walking back towards the group again.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, that's fair. So I think Crash, right as soon as you kind of look over to see what BB's doing, BB is marching right back to the party.
Okay,
BB's
so
marching back to the party and just pointing back and then just looking at Cash and then pointing back. It's just like, no wings! Another person with no wings!
seems to be the fashion statement of the day. So, all right, well, okay, let's see. He's gonna kind of kneel down, but he's not gonna crouch because last time that happened, that didn't do so good for his knees. So he's gonna actually like actually kind of kneel down in front of the king. He was like, okay, so you're looking for an archfey, and he said that you're holding this voice hostage to get attention brought to it. Is that how I'm supposed to get this, or?
In a word, yes. How else am I
Okay.
supposed to get their attention if they won't speak to me? Well, maybe they just shouldn't speak at all then.
And you've already done the usual routes, petitions, trying to get a hold of, go from chain of command, like a supervisor.
Even to the point of sneaking behind their staff tents and overhearing conversations, yes.
Well, I would think that doesn't necessarily endear you to being heard out if you're sneaking about the place.
To be blunt, I didn't sneak around initially. This was the only other option. To be clear, you don't need an insight check. They seem actually really frustrated that you're like, oh well, you should follow, like, that you're kind of like, you should follow the rules angle. They're kind of frustrated when you start pointing and poking in that direction.
Fair enough. All right. So, thing is, We're also looking for an archfey. Who is it you're looking for?
Zeblina. Zebilna.
Interesting. Funny coincidence. So are we. At least some of us. Well, technically, somebody that is hiring me. But nonetheless, I would think we're kind of on the same page with that. So, it's more or less why we're here in the first place, or some of us are here in the first place. But now, you didn't steal any laundry, so we don't have to worry about that. Then you didn't see anybody with laundry, so we don't have to worry about that.
Oh, what about the baby displaced beast?
Ah. Yeah, while we're here, I mean, because at this point, I think we could, I think we could find a way to work together. That is, that's not up to me. That is going to be up to everybody else. So, whether or not we take you to up front and the ticket master can take care of you, or we can wait for Arlo to get back. And kind of looks over to Arlo to see how their conversation's going.
So.
Or,
Nope, sorry. Keep going.
No. Okay. Or, if you want to be straight with us, we could potentially help each other out.
That was what I proposed.
Good enough. We only ask first. Set things right. Give the guy back his voice. That way, we can start fresh.
I have an important question above table for a moment.
Mm-hmm.
Cash, have you mentioned before that you're looking for an archfey?
I think with
Arlo.
I think it might have been with Arlo, yes.
But with everybody
with
else,
Arlo.
nope.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I think
so. This is going to be a revelation for the rest of y'all.
Well,
yeah.
I am not sure whether or not you're just fibbing to get them to be a little more cooperative. But I'm in favor of fibbing to make people more cooperative, so I don't really care.
Maybe I don't think he's gonna do anything, but I think you absolutely notice out of the corner of your eye that BB is wearing one of the most gobsmacked, are you kidding me expressions that you've ever seen.
I would also
jaw on the floor.
I would also as a piggyback off of that, Zenki, roll me with advantage and insight check.
Oh, an insight check. Gotcha.
A 19.
Wait.
The insight check is not on you. Zenki, at the mention of, I was hired by some other person to look for this archfey, you feel even the Kenku's feathers ruffle.
Oh.
Huh? You all right down there?
Look, I want help. You obviously also want help. I'm willing to bet that the guy who hired you is Madrick. And you watch as it's weird because they're a bird, spit on the ground.
Cash is going to be very suspicious, both the fact that they know that other name, because I probably wouldn't have seen him in town at all. I'm assuming that this is the first time I've ever seen this person.
That's correct.
But two, the whole spitting thing makes me very curious. Kind of, He's gonna narrow his eyes real quick, like, what kind of... He's not gonna say it out loud, but he's definitely going to be thinking, all right, what kind of beef do they got going on?
Without a verbal prompt, they're not going to say anything, but they do look back up and say, "I'll tell you this. I'm willing to cooperate, but I need to know somehow. How am I going to know that you are going to keep up your end of the bargain?"
Cash is gonna kind of look around everybody else. Well, we got a couple of different options. Again, first thing first, giving the voice back. And as an investigator here as an investigator, I can, of course, give my word, but it's up to you whether you decide on believing that or not.
Show.
What was that?
Show.
Show.
As in, they want to see a show of good faith.
Oh.
How about this? I'm gonna see if ask Zenki if I can have you get up off them. And actually gonna take the manacles out and help them back upright, but cuff them.
And then you cuff them.
Oh, wait, that's a lot better.
Okay.
Gnoma is probably going to seem very patronizing, the pat on the shoulder, but definitely keeping a grip on their their little cloak of some kind. He's gonna keep it, but just to make sure that they're not fully trying to get away. But I do want to. Oh, hey, Cardi, Scartamon. I guess you want to talk to Arla real quick. We might have come to some kind of agreement with this, so we kind of. I guess you can call the dogs off in a sense.
I'm on it. Hang on a second. All right. So she goes over and just sort of tugs on Arlo's sleeve. Hey, kiddo. Hey.
Yeah, so we were.
And like turns to look over at Cardi.
Cardamom, what's up? I was just explaining to fellow Witchlight here what was happening.
Yeah.
What's good?
I think we have a deal. I think our goals are mutually inclusive, apparently.
Well, what do you know?
I was about to ask if I needed to insight that, but then you elaborated. That said, oh yes,
Because it looks like they're looking for a certain party that Cassius is also looking for. So
at that like little piece of wood eyebrow kind of one raises.
But they haven't seen shit about my laundry. So, I mean, whatever.
When you say
ain't that something?
When you say that, Cardamom, they haven't seen shit about my laundry. I would say even without like a proper insight check, the equivalent of like a birdish smirk appears on their face. Cash, Zenki, and BB, you all clock it.
Oh. Clock it.
All right.
It's a little
sounds like
whatever.
I'm not liking that look right away.
No.
I had in mind to take the rope off it and just have you in cuffs. But now I'm kind of curious. Do you actually know who might have took this little bit of laundry off this lady here? A very
Show of
nice
good
lady,
faith.
I would say. I'm going to see what I got on my... Let's see what I actually have on me right now.
While you're checking what you have on you, I think added as Cash is like, being a little bit more a little bit kinder. Vivi's gonna give the Kinku eyes and kind of like flare his nostrils a little bit and go, some of us are a lot nicer than others of us in this group.
They just
Okay,
kind
I
of
did-
look at you. Like, the Kenku just kind of looks at you, BB.
Okay, I do have something.
'Kay.
So, as an act of good faith, I mean, I can see right here, I barely had help pick you up a little bit, find out. I could have guessed you haven't had a whole lot to eat recently, have you?
They sort of shrug.
I mean, comparatively, you got skin and bones, so... Here, and I'm gonna take out, like, my 2 rations. Or 2 sets of rations, and kind of hold them out for them to peck at.
Yeah, they take it. They take it, they pocket it. If you let them.
And so I'm willing to let them, like, either they can have their fill, and yeah, I can help them pocket the rest. There's a hero card.
So,
I mean, exactly. I mean, I don't, like, rations aren't gonna bother me.
the first thing that happens after they pocket the rations is you hear them clear their throat. And then you hear, in a different voice, well, someone is going to find out about it. They'll shut us all down. Then you hear another voice. Now, we agreed to this pact. Our hands were forced, but our eyes were open. We let the hourglass coven take what it wants, and in return, we stay in business. That is what you want, right?
Hey.
Okay.
Now, Zenki, you immediately recognize both of those voices. The first one belonged to Mr. Light. The second one belonged to Mr. Witch.
Ooh.
Oh. Did they actually say that?
That's at least what I heard. Whether or not that's accurate. Shrugs.
Shrugs.
And they verbally say shrugs, too. They can't physically do it, so they verbally say it.
Oh, no.
I'm gonna kind of look around and see if anybody recognizes that term, that hourglass coven.
Not a single
Okay.
one of you recognize that.
Okay, then I'm just gonna ask them about right. Did you happen to catch what this hourglass coven is?
They shake their head.
You ain't heard of them at all.
They shake their head again.
Okay, but what does this have to do with laundry?
I don't know. I mean, unless the coven's taking it for some reason. I mean, I don't know what they need the mayor's shorts for, but whatever.
And well, I mean, if it's got anything to do with that kid that was picking pockets before they disappeared in the Hall of Illusions there, that might be something to...
That's true. But also, what about and also the missing kid too? Can't forget about him. Can't forget him.
Fair. So in this case, I'm gonna have to talk. We've got to find some way to get a hold of Mr. Witch, Mr. Light. But again, as far as we know, there's really not a lot of ways to talk to them. There's a couple of ways, but we ain't 100% sure. if we were to go and do some reconnaissance, get a hold of them by any chance tonight, what do you want us to ask them about?
I want to know what has become with my patron, and what I want to know is what has happened to the connection with Prismere. This carnival has always had one.
Prismere. I'm trying to remember here. That's okay. So I wouldn't have known about that. Prismere is connection here. This is the realm, or is this where your patron is usually, or?
She rules it.
There's normally connection here. Have you found where this connection typically is?
Shrugs.
Okay. So that's going to be added to that list. Going to find out where the connection is, why it's not working at the moment, and if they know anything about what's actually become of this patron. Sound about right?
They nod.
Good. I'm gonna hold a hand, hold a hand out to, or behind them, to see if they'll be willing to shake on it. If, I personally am willing to let you go after, of course, giving back the stuff that ain't yours. And in exchange, if you want to stick around, we'll do what we can to find out all that information. Sound fair?
They take both of their hands, which are manacled, place them around yours, and give it a shake.
I think we're in agreement. What say the rest of you?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and go with it.
Can I insight while they're shaking hands to make sure there's no funny business?
Yeah.
Ooh.
8.
Ugh.
Oh no.
It's hard to tell, man. You're not sure if it's your own internal frustration and rage, or if they're just really good at hiding it.
Yeah, whatever. As long as you give the voice back.
Remember, did I already say something about the untying them, like actually giving the rope back to, who was it, BB, or was it Zenki that used the rope?
It was me.
Okay. So I'm going to try and get that undone so it's just the manacles and be getting a grip on them. I'm going to pass the rope back over to Zenki.
Okay.
So, Hall of Illusions then, everybody?
Hall of Illusions.
They before you do
Hall of
anything
Illusions.
else, they clap their hands together to get your attention. You won't find him there.
Huh?
It's the big top. The big top extravaganza that happens during the 4th hour. He's there. Candlefoot is there.
And I guess we're going to go see a show together.
Oh, wait, Cash, what, I mean, what, shouldn't we do something about the and then, like, points over at the other person without wings?
You kind of look over.
We just get the Witchlight hand over there to take care of him.
Yeah,
That one of your workers?
yeah, that might be a problem that might be a problem that they can go take care of.
Speaking of, smash cut to Arlo and the Witchlight hand.
So yeah, I know we caused so much noise. We were just trying to catch up with someone who apparently we thought had something of ours. We didn't want to hurt anybody, also didn't want anyone else to get hurt. So, my apologies.
You see the
How
actor like glance over Cardamom to look at the Kenku and go, "Oh, well, that's just Kettle Stream."
Kettle Stream? Uh, More on that in a moment, but you might want to know there's someone without wings over there.
Is
Don't
there?
know if you. Yes, but as long as no one nudges them, they
Above game checks. Hmm.
actually, you said that the name is Kettle Stream. Wonderful. I'd like to talk with you some more about that, but probably gonna wake up soon. So you might want to grab that person that doesn't have the wings. Something just seems a little, I don't know, off. When I was here, that wasn't usually a thing.
I see. I'll be sure to go take care of it right away. Thank you for bringing that to my attention. And you see the like in a brisk sprint, the Witchlight hand heads over uh, and gives chase.
Oh shit! They woke up.
Oh no.
Well, hopefully they catch them. If it's a good thing, that is. Meanwhile,
That at least I got a name out of that.
still, we'll hope that they get to talk to that Witchlight hand because they seemingly knew something. But we'll approach towards Cash and stand in between Cash and Cardamom.
So, what I miss?
Yeah, sorry to call that off, but we kind of come into an accord. So, this one apparently is looking for the same person we are. Now, for in exchange for giving back what ain't theirs, we're gonna go and see what we can do to get some answers out of this just a witch and light. How we're gonna do that? We still, we have. Oh wait, we've got a plan actually already. He's gonna try not giving away the fact that they don't know if they're gonna actually be able to get a hold of them or not. Because that's still, if I remember right, that's still really up in the air.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do
I'm
what we
still a
can.
little confused. How do you know this Archfey?
Oh, actually, yeah, I don't think I mentioned that.
What?
Technically, she's a friend of a friend. That's about as quick as I could put it. The short of it.
Oh,
I take it you're friends with Madrick. Madrick is one of her warlocks. Spits on the
You
ground.
think?
Oh,
but didn't
You're
you
not a
say
real
you
big
were
fan.
too? I mean, like, is that like a? Do we have to spit every time we talk to a warlock? Is that
Hope
new?
not.
No.
I would hope not.
I
I
am
don't seem to have a real
also.
high opinion of Mr. Rosloff. What's the beat between you?
He's not exactly the most trustworthy man, and he likes to be selfish about the the Bilna's attention and magic.
Oh, a resource hog. All right. Well,
I haven't really known the man to be all that greedy, but then again, I'm not out all that often. Also, I'm not a warlock myself, so I can't really say whether or not this is, but, I mean, in this particular case, it sounds a bit like, siblings fighting over mob attention. At least in the grand
give
scheme
you
of
a
things.
flat look at that.
Can I have you for a moment?
Yeah.
So we're doing a very good job getting a lot of information out of this guy. But I guess I was just curious, what are like warlock and archfey code for? Like surely they must be coded for something, right?
Not really coded for anything. It's just you petition a higher power, and depending on who it is that answers, you either become a warlock, cleric, or the paladin, if I remember right.
No, yes. I'm very clear on how paladins and clerics and warlocks and adventurers of some such, how they function. But surely we're not talking about like an actual archfey
Hey.
and a warlock of the.
Hey, BB.
Yes.
Hey, BB. No, this is above table. Hey, BB.
Oh, yeah. What's
As
up?
soon as you say that, Cash and Thank you see this, a mage hand gently appears on BB's shoulder. And it's just there.
But like, surely we're not actually talking about like the real thing, right?
It gives your
BB.
shoulder a gentle squeeze.
Oh, is someone by? What is this?
Just imagine looking around, chasing it.
Who's very calmly just regards the hand and then looks around and goes, "Okay, who's doing the funny trick? Who's doing the funny trick?"
Catch is just gonna hold this one empty hand up when he's got the other still in a good grip. Just like, nope, ain't.
My hands are nice, delicate, and soft. As he holds up his feathers.
I look over at our other new bird friend.
They're just smiling at you.
So this is really okay. This is really a thing then that we're dealing with.
I guess
I just wanted to get my work done tonight. I just wanted to get my work done. God damn it! I just wanted to get my work done.
I guess BB is going to like kind of survey around to see if it's anyone else or if it's probably the bird guy.
She just smiles at you. And then there's another squeeze on your shoulder.
It appears the bird is the word.
And did you want something? Is that why you're squeezing my shoulder?
You asked if it was a real thing.
Well, what is this proof of? That you know a simple spell that people can learn?
The mage hand gives you a wet willy.
frantically, like waving the hand away now, just like, God damn it!
That implies the existence of a mage tongue. Oh.
We're just gonna wipe that from my memory. We're just gonna wipe that from my memory right now.
I mean, some of us will.
I will be writing about this later. Yeah, I think BB just like frantically waves the hand away and just sighs and just goes, "Oh, an archfey, and like an archfey. I just wanted to go home and eat some cookies."
Well, I mean, we're looking for funnel cake, and one was looking for churros. So, I mean, if we're heading over to the big top, we might as well stop and grab something to eat.
You
At least get something knocked off the list.
you watch as Kettlestream carefully and meticulously puts both hands, because they're manacled, into a pocket and pulls out a corn husk doll with a thorny stem tied around its neck.
All right, what you got?
You wanted it.
Gonna
Things.
above game. What is this?
Great question.
It is a
So that's
corn
Oh,
husk
sorry.
doll with a thorn stem tied around its neck. And they're holding it out to you. She is holding it out to you.
I'm gonna take it with the free hand and kind of hold it at arm's length. I'm trying not to.
Can I Arcana check that before
Yeah, you can
anyone
Arcana
touches
check
it?
I'm gonna pass it to the other warlock. Over there.
They're not touching it until they know for certain what they're looking at.
I guess, can I do an investigation, or would it be like a... God, would it be a history check, or what would that be?
They don't know shit. They rolled a 6.
You could also roll Arcana if you would like.
What is that? Carnival prize?
7! We're doing
Rip.
great.
Everyone's rolling so great tonight. I'm so proud of us all.
Yeah.
Game does not, in fact, know game. That said, while we're all rolling, since right now only Arlo apparently knows possibly this Kinku's name because don't know for sure if that's their name. How do I spell it?
Kettle, steam.
Ah, okay. Thank you.
It just one word.
I had added an R because I thought I heard stream. Thank you.
Does this have anything to do with apparently the voice you took?
In this moment, I would love Arlo, because I think it's fun, to roll me 1d6.
Awesome.
A 2.
In Cardamom's voice, you hear, "Why, yes. Yes, it is."
Oh, I want to try something, but I need to check something else really quick.
Am I able to speak?
You are able to speak.
You are a really good impersonator.
Thank you.
It's a gift. It really, truly is.
I was born with it.
Why are you not in the show business? This is amazing.
I can do that too.
You're in the show business, darling. This is why you're a star.
So, Arlo's gonna kind of like tilt their head a little bit. And they're gonna wait to see if Kettle Steam goes back to their supposedly regular voice before they do something.
Okay. With
Well-
the,
Pussycat, you need me to open the door. Sorry. I was talking to my cat.
oh, sorry.
What was Cash gonna say?
Cash was just gonna kind of look at it a little bit and it's like, okay, so this just a, what do you call it? What's the word? Not effigy. Some kind of piece to actually make this spell work that stole this voice.
In Cash, roll me a d6.
What?
In Arlo's voice, you hear, "That would be correct."
Okay, so after
When
good
that.
faith-
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Sorry. I was just gonna say, well, alright. Act of good faith for act of good faith. What do we do to unbind this whole mess?
What I want to know what Arlo's reaction is before I answer.
So, Arlo's reaction would have been to use their voice, to use Kettle Steam's voice, and respond basically, Oh, so you can do that too.
Notice that that's a man's voice that comes out of Arlo's mouth.
That is definitely going to be a surprise for Cash. Just he needs to do a double take.
Okay.
I told you what I could do.
I
mean, kinda.
I don't think that was on the list.
Right hand. I told you what I could do.
Zenki
All
is
right.
internally having his she Squidward, he Squidward, you're Squidward moment, but you can voice.
To be fair, Zinky did witness Arlo throw their voice at the ticket booth.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Dang.
I'm gonna keep that in the back pocket. But yeah,
All right,
Cash
so-
is gonna. Oh, sorry.
I think, well, it's okay. This isn't really super important, but Cardamom's going to look at Cash. She's going to look at Baby and be like, so do you guys do this? Or
Cash is gonna. Well, he can't because he's got both hands full technically. So he's like,
Baby just looks up and goes, the only thing I do is sell books and read. That's all I do. That's it. That's it. I promise. There's no tricks. There's no archfey for me. There's no warlocks. There's no hidden mysterious plot. There's no mimicking other people's voices. I just wanted to eat cookies. I just wanted to go home and eat cookies.
oh, I understand completely. I just wanted to finish work and put my feet up and watch my stories. I get it.
And
I get
I
it.
just want to have my hands free so that I can go and mind my own business.
Beauty,
All right, well.
like, snorts and stares death at this Kenku. Like, bloodshot eyes, fists balled, looks over at the, like, little straw figure and was like, Cash, what if we just break it? What if we just set it on fire? What if we just throw it in the trash?
Well, I gave it to you, did I not? It's yours to deal with. In Zenki's voice.
Hey.
Hey!
So
Knock it off.
You first.
good.
Arlo wasn't there to hear the exchange, like the deal. So can she insight the, well, I gave it to you?
Sure.
Because above game me might know, but Arlo wasn't there. Oh no.
No.
I'm gonna just
Rip.
use that inspiration.
Yeah. That's what it's there for.
Boy, because this feels important. Please work.
18.
That's better. An 18.
Clearly, you asked for what didn't belong to her and she gave it back.
Gonna look at them. Look at Cash. Look back at Zettelstein or Kettlestein.
Hey guys, I want to ask you a question. You said you like came to an understanding, an agreement. Exactly. Did you come to that?
Well, I said that I would help you if you could help me. And if I'm able to use my skills to help you, then you can help me. In your voice.
Arlo looks back at them.
Appreciate your input, but I was actually
Looks over at Cash and the other. Looks over at them.
what exactly did you guys say? Because I feel like this might be important, given who we're looking for and who they're looking for.
I
Fair.
wasn't specifically talking to them, but I said that we wanted the clown's voice back.
I wasn't exactly specifically part of the negotiation team.
Fair. So, all right. So we came into agreement. We would go and do what we can to get information from Mr. Witch and Mr. Light regarding this Prismere, wherever this is, and how that relates to Zabilna. But they're gonna have to. Oh. Let's see. But they are gonna have to get back the voice. From my understanding, this little trinket here has something to do with that.
So, while I don't understand exactly how this trinket here works, I have a feeling you made a deal and somehow this is as far as you're gonna get with the deal, guys.
I don't know.
I'm a laundress, not a contract attorney. What do you want?
I can feel Sarah's like smiling ear to ear.
In my line of work, you can go pretty far when you decide to, decide when best to give and take. And in this case, like I said, we're willing to help you. You're willing to help us. Does that sound fair?
Well, I did say already that I was willing to help if you were willing to help me. So I thought that the agreement was already settled.
Right. Just making sure that everybody was on the same page then.
Now, I don't mean to alarm you. And I'm sure your little friend over here who is desperate need of a funnel cake, you might want to make it over to the big top before you lose the opportunity to do so. Time is still ticking.
All right.
Right.
Good to go. And Cassius is
Wait,
like walk along with. Oh,
before you go. Holds out arms.
I was figuring I was just gonna kind of not to say perp walk, but keep
No, that's exactly what they're getting.
more or less. He's like kind of perp walk over to the big top.
Well, how am
But-
I supposed to help you then if my hands are bound? In Zenki's
With
voice.
your brain! With your brain and your words! Arlo, with sarcasm slightly, is just gonna say,
I mean, I don't know. How are we supposed to give the clown back his voice just with this?
Because that's where his voice is.
I mean, you did have that kind of hand thing that turned up on BB before, so that sort of counts, doesn't it? It's not like you don't have any sort of freedom of movement, because you do have that thing. Whatever that was. What was that, anyway? Anyway. Yeah, let's go to the big top. Come on.
You know what? Fine. If you're going to be that way. They're going to use Mage Hand to take the manacles off. They just do it right in front of you, and using the Mage Hand, they hand the manacles back to Cash.
See, you made such a big stink about it when you could have just done it yourself.
Well, it's about trust, is it not?
You're gonna have to forgive me. Again, my line of work runs into a lot of different people. You can't trust everybody you run into.
Well, sweetie, you do have to understand that in my line of work, I have to have my hands.
Now, what kind of work is it that you do as this warlock?
They point. They point at the doll that Arlo has. Then they pull out 2 daggers with their hands. And then put them back.
that Arcana check did not help Arlo, so she just, all she knows is she has something that relates to a voice, and that's about it.
Would you be alright if I took that?
Oh, if you took it, by all means. All she
I'm-
could gather
I'm
is
just
that we should
asking.
probably be careful with it.
Okay. I was just asking if I could take that here. Oh. Alright, in that case then. Just to make sure we're getting this done correctly, we just take the thorn bits off of here. Know any particular incantation or anything like that?
Sweetie, you gotta give it to him.
Oh. Alright then. So I'm gonna stash that back in the pocket then, and we'll just kinda give them a little pat on the back so we can kinda get to walking.
All right, dingalings, big top. Here we go.
Yep. And as the lot of you traverse your way to the big top, we're going to take a very brief break.
Now, the big question is, do I take opportunity of this to go get myself a big stinking bowl of ice cream? Or do I stay here with the cat?
You could eventually do both.
I could.
Okay, no, let's go.
Yeah. All right.
I will take the opportunity to, what is it? How is it? Walk your water and wet your bones or something like that.
Wet your bones?
Wet your
Drink
bones
your
isn't
water,
fun.
drink your legs, and wet your bones. We
Wet
found
your
the
bones?
addition.
Yeah, that's my new catchphrase.
I was gonna say-
stretch your water, drink your legs, and wet your bones, everybody.
Raid message. Wet your bones.
Wet your
Wet your bones.
Someone's gonna hear that and be like, this is a family show.
Wet my what?
Oh no, different bones.
No! Oh no!
No, Don Twitch, I swear, it's the bones in my body.
But yes, I'm going to be muting real quick.
Yeah.
Thank you, I will likewise be right back.
How you doing,
I have
chat?
tea.
How's it going, chat?
Yeah, chat, how you doing?
This has been a wild ride today.
I hope you're having fun.
I am having a blast, and I can hear another friend of mine screaming, "They're a fae! They're a fae! What did you do?"
I'm glad you both are having a good time. I really enjoyed, I gotta say this real quick, I really enjoyed what you did with Zenki in the scene. I
him
really
singing?
enjoyed it. It was very good.
That was
Very good.
magical.
I love these like the very subtle rivalry that's just developing.
He doesn't want to be one-upped. He's like the showman. He's the top dog here. So just to be like, oh yeah, no, I can start showing off the voice thing a bit immediately. He's just like, I mean, I didn't do it sooner because I didn't want to tick anybody off. But fine. I mean, I'm just as good as any of you.
It's just like this inferiority complex just coming out instantly. Like, I'm also a good Kenku. I can Kenku really well, you see?
Just three magicians trying to one-up each other. It's just the Prestige, but in a carnival setting. Great movie, by the way. If no one has ever seen it, you should do that.
It's so good. It's so good. Like I said, I really loved that. I really love that bit of characterization. It's really, really good. And I hope you know that that's probably gonna get like pushed. That button's gonna get pushed a couple times. Just a warning.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine. Look. I haven't been able to roleplay him as a arrogant so and so yet, without like hoity-toity, high and mighty. He's been very helpful. In the back of his mind, he's like, "How did I get pulled into this?" But he's just going along for the ride because it's interesting.
How did I get pulled into this suddenly? No, I'm Valen enough for this. Hey, no, wait, no, hey, no, wait, no, I can be useful.
He hasn't been able to pull Peacock yet.
I love the mental image of like Zenki in that moment ruffling his own feathers, and it's just peacock tail.
Just behold my colorful plumage.
Him when he wants to like get attention, everyone's like, "Oh, but you're such a good Kenku with your voice and everything." Him, his feathers ruffling, and suddenly his tail towering over him. Hey!
Intimidation check? Question mark?
And that's why you're a star, darling. That's why you're a star.
Exactly.
With-
Exactly.
With Netback, I'm gonna BRB real quick.
Okay.
I just have that.
Can you imagine if just all of Zenki's intimidation checks were just renamed to like Petty LaBelle checks?
I would love that.
Yes.
Because it has to be full like diva bard energy.
I'm the top dog here in terms of Kenkus. Who do you think you are? I don't remember you.
Like it's either Patti LaBelle or it has to be Aretha. You know, one of the two. Yeah, roll for Aretha.
Yes, my brain just processed it.
Oh god, I'm just now thinking. I just had a thought because something that they were what Kelsey was talking about earlier about how Roslov is somehow an attention hog for their shared patron. I just try to imagine the beef between an old man and a bird. Just Mom likes me best. No, Mom likes me best. Well, Mom gave me all these powers.
Also, Vaughn, I
What does Mom
appreciate
give you the
that.
power to do?
There's no lie, like whatsoever.
It's just two kids fighting over Mom's attention. To be completely reductive of the whole thing.
Well, Mom said I was better at being the mimicry. With the mimicry, Mom said I was the top dog in mimicry class. I got my honors in mimicry.
Well, Mom lets me grow the coolest pumpkins in the county. Baker said so.
Oh God. I love the stupid bird.
Me too.
We all adored the bird.
Thank you.
As Ned said before, the burb is the word.
I gotta sneeze. Oh, that took a long time to wind up. I'm back. I was just sitting up in there. It was just like,
One
okay.
of them,
yeah.
one of them sneezes that you have to wonder you give yourself a concussion.
It's an extended like for 45 minutes for the final chew.
Exactly. Oh, it was annoying.
The worst ones are the ones that have the big buildup, and then suddenly just, and it's suddenly dawn.
Like, oh, great. Pardon me, but thank you for cucking me.
It's like
when your sneeze induces time travel.
Again, I love how people have taken that term. That, like my body took a screenshot to take have a specific type of sneeze, and it feels so apt. It's like that full body one that just
Yeah.
I feel like that every time I hiccup.
Oh god, that's so bad. I don't know who else tends to get this, but does anybody else get those like it starts up like right at the back of the neck, and then it feels like you have to shiver, but it just does not. It's kind of like I said, it's like a sneeze that won't go, but with a shiver.
It's like a
Gotcha. I don't know if I've had it, but I can understand the feeling.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, and for some reason, it's been a couple of years since since this last remember happening, but having that happen is just like, well, what do I need to do to get it past the hurdle so it actually goes? But I don't know.
The sneeze was buffering.
Uniquely weird like that, I guess.
Got some preemptive cancellation on the Ghiblies.
I'm a walking Mysteries of the ER episode, I guess.
All right, y'all ready for this? I don't think Discord
Yes.
picked it up. That's fine.
No.
Oh, I heard the
did.
crack.
We cracked the can, yeah.
Okay, amazing.
Hell yeah.
All right. Are we all here?
Well, I mean, I'm never
think
really all
so.
there, but you know.
Well, guess we can't stream anymore, guys. Net's not all here.
Shoot.
I've been cursed by my own dad joke. We're already ready.
But yeah, are we all here?
We're
Mhm.
ready.
I think so.
We're ready.
Amazing. So, as you approach the big top, it is, in a word, a big top. No. You see 3 ginormous tents in pinks and blues and whites towering over every other tent in this entire carnival. At the dead center, you see it, and you can hear the sounds of hooping and hollering and cheering already from the inside. It is evident that whatever extravaganza has been slated for this hour has already started.
Oh.
I'm doing a quick little double check on a thing. You do see that the roof of this tent reaches towards the night sky. It has painted wooden panels on the tent walls as well that whirl with a colorful motion, displaying very vibrant circus performances. And in addition to the hooping and hollering, you hear the loud sound of music also booming from on the inside. As you walk... Sorry?
Oh, done. I wasn't sure if you were done or not. Never mind.
As you walk inside, the rows around the central area are filled, packed with people. You do find, though not towards the center stage, of course, a couple rows of seats open with enough spaces for you as a party to make yourself comfortable. As you sit down, it appears that an act has just now finished. And you see a gentleman with an array of vibrant color. He himself almost looking jester-like, appearing before all of you.
Oh.
With reds and whites all over. A jingle from the bells on his hat ring out amongst the big top. And you see in his hand a scepter, golden, with butterfly wings actually flapping at a high, intense rate. As he calls out, "I'm so thankful that all of you enjoyed that last performance, but of course, a thrilling, more, dare I say, enduring performer is about to take the stage. Please clap your hands together as we welcome Burly the Bugbear. And of course,
Woo!
you
Yeah!
hear, yep. As a gentleman, a bit not quite what you were expecting, covered in blue overalls and what appears to be almost like a carved pumpkin over his head.
No.
Oh.
With metallic bracers at his wrists and leather boots at his feet, he approaches to the stage. And behind him, he seems to be lugging like this cart of what appears to be a bunch of logs. I'm gonna need a couple of volunteers. He just calls out into the audience.
Cardamom raises her hand.
I want to, if I could, I'm going to see if I can help her up, kind of stand out a little bit more in the crowd.
Athletics check, Tash.
Okay. Athletics. Let's see. 18.
Ooh.
Yay!
Yeah, you managed to lift her up successfully. And as you do, that lady up there. Yep, that one.
All right.
In the sky. And then he looks around the crowd and he calls about 2 or 3 more people to come down onto the stage. Now, the rules are simple. There are 3 rounds. Person who splits the most logs with their bare hands, with the most amount of points, gets to win. If I win, I may remain the champion. Strong man in this carnival. But if you win, one of you wins, you might just get something nice at the end.
I like nice things. It sounds fantastic.
So, how this is going to work, Cardamom, there are going to be 3 rounds. You get to pick.
Okay.
There are small logs, medium-sized logs, and giant logs. The small logs are worth 1 point. The medium-sized logs are worth 2 points, and the giant logs are worth 3 points. Now, I'm sure you can understand, each of these is going to be an athletics check, but the DC for each type of log increases the bigger the log is. Person who gets the most points at the end is the person who wins. So, beginning of the first round. Would you like a small log, a medium-sized log, or a giant log?
Medium, please.
Okay, you want a medium log? Go ahead and roll me an
log.
1 medium log. Go ahead and roll me an athletics check.
Okay. That was an 11.
Okay. And the you watch as Burly immediately goes for one of the giant logs. Let's see what he does. Rolling some dice here. And you see a human man approaches, picking up one of the giant logs. And what you notice almost instantly, Burly tears the thing in 2 with his bare hands. The human man does not. He seems to struggle, like he's trying to get a grip on it and he's just not able to do so. You also watch as a what appears to be a furbolg approaches with a medium log and proceeds to tear it into 2. Cardamom, you have great difficulty, but you are successful.
Yay!
As you hit the DC. So, Cardamom, you have 2 points currently. Burly has 3. The Furbolg has 2, and the Human Man has 0. Go ahead and roll me another athletics check, and before you do so, tell me which kind of log you would like.
I'm doing another medium one.
Okay?
Okay, and that is a 13.
A 13. You see the Human Man this time go for a small log. You see Burley go for a giant log. And you see the Furbolg go for a medium. You watch this time around. The human successfully rips the small log into, but the Furbolg is unable to do so, clearly visibly breaking a sweat. You also hear something pop. That can't be healthy.
Ooh.
With Burley, though, as he picks up another giant log, he just rips it in two, like the gif of Captain America, just tearing the two apart.
Yeah.
And again, Cardamom, you managed to rip the medium log in two. Nope, this one's a little bit easier. Still a bit of a doozy, but a little bit easier this time around.
Got used to it this time. All right.
Last round. Do you want a small log, a medium log, or a giant log?
I'm going to move to a giant log this time. I'm going to look Burley in the eye, and I'm going to wink.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me an athletics check.
Okay. Let me see how I did. I got a 7. Can I use my inspiration?
Yes, you can.
Excellent. And that's just a reroll, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. And that was a 14 this time.
A 14. Unfortunately, as you go for this giant log, you are having a real difficult time. You managed to split it partially, but you aren't able to tear it fully into two, as you just missed the DC.
Oh, beans.
But here's what's interesting. You notice none of the contestants, including Burley, were successful this round. As a human took a small log, and actually you hear something pop, and you hear him go, "Oh!"
Ooh.
You see the Furbolg take a medium-sized log, and again struggling, unable to rip it open. And too much to his own surprise, he looks genuinely confused. Burley aims for a third giant log and is unable. It's kind of embarrassing. You can tell he's actually kind of shocked by it in that moment, but he does not tear it open either. That leaves Cardamom with 4 points, Burley with 6, the Human Man with 1, and the Furbolg with only 2, putting Cardamom in second place.
Do I get partial credit for this one?
Well, I can't give you the prize for winning, but you certainly made a statement, my little lady. And he gives you, he holds a hand out for like a high five.
Oh, she does it. She definitely high fives.
What's your name, little lady?
Cardamom.
Let's hear it for Cardamom, everybody. Can I get a whoop whoop? And you just hear the audience go whoop whoop.
Yes.
And
Arlo hooting and hollering.
Oh yeah, same here.
I'm imagining like the like any competition, the crew going, "That's my best day! Yes!"
I know that. I know that halfling.
I'm so glad that was a strength-based contest, because she would have completely failed out on everything else.
But yeah, even though you don't necessarily win the gold, but you can definitely tell that like he's impressed with you, and you can see as you leave the stage, you like the crowd is cheering for you all, and the man in the red and the white enters on stage and goes, "That was a delightful performance. Give it up, everybody, for the contestants and participants. Now, are you all ready to be amazed?" And you watch as he like throws his hand to the ground. There's a burst of smoke as you see what appears to be a whole tree trunk, dead, but a whole tree trunk appears on stage. Now, my good audience, do you think our strong men can tear this in two?
Yeah.
We shall give it a shot. Here we go. And you know, like the very stereotypical like carnival, like da 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 da, like that kind of music that begins to play as you watch this very burly man. Gee, it's almost like that's his name. Approach and like straddle the tree trunk, and then like with his bare hands begin to rip it from top to bottom. Until the tree is perfectly split into two. And with one half in one hand and the other half in the other hand, he raises them up like full-on bench press over his head.
Now that's a marketable skill. I like this boy. I like this boy! Woo!
Oh, best not to piss that one off.
He does not say anything else, drops the trunks onto the stage, wipes his hands, and then bows very awkwardly before walking off stage. Once again, everybody, give it up for Burly! Burly! Now.
Rousing applause.
Now. An act I know you all have been waiting for. Give it up for the one, the only, Candlefoot the Mime! And you watch as very much doing the tugging on a rope to appear. You see the lovely individual that you saw previously in his monochromatic colors and in his very awkward sort of gloomy state. He sort of does the little mime thing where he like pulls on an invisible rope and pulls and pulls and pulls until he's right next to the master of ceremonies, who then looks to you all and goes, "Now, our dear Candlefoot, he cannot speak, so I shall be his voice. We are going to play a game. Who here likes charades?"
I'm going to take this opportunity because I still have the little voodoo doll thing in my pocket and kind of hand up.
You gonna put your hand up?
Try to, yeah.
I see, we have a contender. Come on down, come on down, come on down.
Cardamom hooting. Yeah! I didn't even have to pick him up.
All right. The way that this is actually
This
going
one
to
I
work,
probably could.
Trinket, I'm going to have you roll. There's going to be 3 rounds of this. I'm going to have you roll a d10. Based on what you roll, I'm going to describe what he does. And if you can correctly guess it, you win the round.
Okay. I just rolled one.
1d10.
Yep, it looks like I got a 10.
All right. A 10? Like, here's the thing. He actually has you, like he holds out, like, a big, like, it's like the size of, like, a grapefruit, like, an actual D10. You roll it on the stage. Everybody, it is a 10! My Candlefoot, what is a 10? And you watch as what he does is he seems to, like, reach into, like, a fake pocket, takes one hand, lengthens it up and curves it towards the ceiling, takes his other hand, and then seems to, with them separate from each other, puts that both of them in front of him directly and at an angle. He then stands there, staring off into the distance, before pulling it like a yank, both fists towards himself, and like looks as though he's struggling against an invisible force. And he continues to like move his hands in unison, pulling them back towards himself repeatedly.
Let's see. Oh my god.
He then, once he has it, he has one fist fully to his stomach, takes the other fist, moves it towards him, and starts like rotating his hand next to the other fist, like it's turning.
Oh my god, what is it?
He
I'm
then,
really trying to think here what that. No, sorry.
no, you're good. You're good.
Yeah, no, I'm having a hard time, honest to God.
Try doing it with me. I'll describe the main bulk of it again. Try doing it with me. He's got his left hand in a fist, clenched in a fist, his right hand clenched in a fist. He's got his left fist close to his stomach, his right fist out about 1.5 feet, and it's upwards at like a 45-degree angle, right? Right? And then he starts pulling them both towards himself, like looking like he's struggling against an invisible force. He reaches a specific point where he pauses, one foot back behind him, and then he takes that right hand, moves it closer towards his left hand, and starts almost turning the hand, pushing it away from himself at first, and then bringing it towards himself in a circular motion. I will allow you to phone a friend above table if you need help.
Yeah, I'm gonna phone a friend because I'm trying to do it while I'm sitting here at the desk, and my first thought, and I'm gonna hold that thought because again I do want to kind of phone a friend. Let's see.
What do you think it is? The council might be able to help determine whether or not they think it's correct.
Net or
Like I was trying to go along with it, and like at first I thought maybe a clock, but then he wouldn't be fighting against a clock. And then turning things, and then I mean, unless he's like letting himself out of prison or something, which I'm not 100%. I don't think it's that. But I mean, because it looks like there's like, struggling up against something and then turning something. Then yeah.
Is it only one friend, or is it all of us that
Yep. Anybody can chime in.
So, based on what was described, I think the individual might be fishing.
I was thinking that too.
Oh, okay. I was doing the circle in the wrong direction.
yeah, same here. So I'm trying to. Yeah, so I'm gonna go with that answer. Oh well, I'm gonna go out on a day for fishing.
Is that correct, Candlefoot? He nods. That is correct. It was fishing. Would anybody else like to give it a try? Give it a try. Stares at my party. Stares at my party.
Arlo hasn't participated in enough things. She'll
Do it.
You know what? Sure, why not?
Come on down.
And I don't know if it's I guess how close are we?
You're on the stage.
Okay, so I'm gonna take this kind of shake his hand, but before I'm gonna actually grab the little poppet and kind of like close my hands around his, kind of shake him, kind of pass the poppet off onto them. Or...
Sleight of hand.
That's sleight of hand. 16.
Yeah. he looks really shocked, and he kind of looks down to see what's in his hand. And he blinks like twice, again looking really startled, and then he just kind of slowly nods and tucks it away.
Cash is just kind of put a finger to his lips, real slick, just kind of like, don't worry about it. And then trade spots with Arlo.
Yeah. All right. Our second contender. Roll for me the D10.
Oakley Dokley. I got an 8.
An 8. Tell me, Candlefoot, without words, what is an 8? All right. You ready for this?
Yeah.
Directly out in front of his chest, he fully holds out an arm, closes a fist. With the other hand, his right hand, he takes 2 fingers, curves them, puts them to the other fist, and then draws them back until his 2 fingers touch his chin.
Oh.
And then he straightens both fingers.
Is he, oh. I think he might be firing an arrow from a bow?
Is that what you're doing, Candlefoot? Are you firing an arrow? Candlefoot nods. That is correct. Well done.
Does a slight bow.
Last but not least, who would like to try the 3rd round?
I'll give it a go.
Ah, yes.
I'll go ahead.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, you're good. You're good.
He beckons
I
you down.
imagine Arlo does like the equivalent of a ye old dap up with Zinky as they swap.
Oh my gosh.
Just a brief touch of feathers.
This is kind of fun. Takes me back. You got this.
And just laughs.
Hey.
Gently.
And last but certainly not least, Zenki, roll me. He gestures for you to roll the D10.
Okay. Oh.
A 2! This is fun. So, Candlefoot squats like he's sitting in a chair that doesn't exist. He takes his left hand, seemingly like palm down, does like an outward, like a wiping motion across an invisible surface. He then brings both of his hands together, and as if gripping something right by his stomach, seems to like pull his 2 fists upward, again fists facing himself, lowers his elbows, and then with his right hand still clenched in a fist, he makes almost like an up-down wave motion 3 times in a row.
Up, down, wave.
You know how like people will sometimes like wave, like do the wave with their arm, not like a wave hello, but like they're mimicking a wave.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but his hand's in a fist, and it's going up, down, while the other hand is still clenched in a fist by his stomach. Up, down, up, down, up, down.
I think I might know, but...
Again, if you want to consult the council above table, you're more than welcome to do so.
I do think I have a hunch, but I want a little bit of a backup here just in case. Yeah. What the heck am I looking at?
I have an idea, but I'd have to hear it again.
Okay.
He's darning a sock.
Oh,
Wait, what'd you say?
Darning
darning
a
a
sock.
sock. Like knitting.
Ah.
Repairing holes, yeah. But go through the description one more time, just so I can, like, yeah.
Sarah's?
Is that Zenki's final answer?
Oh, no, we were asking for the rerun of the
Oh,
description.
rerun
again.
of the discussion. Sorry. So
you're
again,
good.
he squats like he's sitting in a chair that's not there. He takes his left hand and in a wiping motion, kind of starting from his stomach, like sort of where his stomach level is, outward. He then takes both hands, clenches his fists as if he's gripping something, pulls it up a little bit, lowers his elbows, and then with his right fist begins to make an up-down, almost like a wave motion.
Yeah. See, what I was thinking was painting, but I think you might be on the money more. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and lock in my final answer as knitting. Mm-hmm.
Mr. Light looks to you and then looks to Candlefoot and goes, "Candlefoot, are you knitting?" Candlefoot holds two hands crossed at his chest and shakes his head.
No.
No.
Dang it.
Was he darning a sock?
That was an excellent try. Would someone else like to try their hand?
I think he's just gonna sit back and just see, like, dang it.
I mean,
He kind of like looks around and is like,
Cardi is
"Surely
kind
it's
of bouncing.
yes, you go, you go. Not me, you go, for sure.
And she's just gonna whisper. She's just gonna lean over to BB and whisper it.
Whisper what?
He's darning a sock.
He's what? He's donning a sock? Like, what is
Yeah,
that?
just say it.
Darning?
Darning.
He's
Like that
donning
darn-
sock?
Darning socks.
Okay, I'll go down, I'll do it. BB, I guess, raises his hand and is like, BB, I would like to go.
Yes, you in the orange. Come down, come down.
I don't know if I'm in the orange so much as I am. Oh, never mind that. And BB comes down and he passes Zenki and is just like, that was a good try. I have no idea what this is.
I would love for you to roll me the D10.
Oh, it's a new one.
Oh, thank God it's a new one.
Was I right?
I will tell you after stream.
Okay.
Yes. 3. Oh, this is fun. Oh, this is a fun one. He takes his hand, his right hand, puts it in his pocket, pulls it out, so to speak, takes 2 fingers of his left hand, and he has his fist of his right hand in front of his chest, 2 fingers from his left, they touch the fist, and then they pull out away from it. He does it twice, as if to gesture, as if he's holding an object or like showing off an object. He then takes his wrist, turns it so that it is outward facing, as if the object, whatever he's supposedly holding, is facing outward. He takes his left hand, holds it out in like an offensive stance, and then waves the right arm above his head twice, and then throws it out towards the audience, fully straight.
Yeah, I got nothing.
Oh, guys, I think I'm in a little bit of trouble. Oh, fuck. Okay.
This is so fun.
This is,
I love
Can
it,
I-
but I have no idea.
Okay, so like can I get it one more time? Can I
Yep.
get it one more time?
So he takes his right hand, puts it in his pocket, pulls it out, holds it in front of him, like around his chest, with his right hand, with his fist, like his knuckles facing towards the audience. He takes 2 fingers from his left hand, puts them together, puts them at his fist, and then pulls it away from his fist, like outward. He does it twice, as if to gesture to some sort of object. He then flips his right wrist so that whatever it is he is supposedly holding is outward facing towards the audience. He takes his left hand, puts it in almost like an offensive stance in front of him. He then takes his right arm, kind of circles it above his head twice, 1, 2, and then flings it outward, fully straight arm towards the audience.
This is this is maybe. Are you lighting something on fire? Are you throwing something? Are you? I think I'm gonna go with lassoing because that is it feels closer than what I've got. So I think Baby's gonna look up and just go, "Ah, I got it! He's eating a toot." No, not sorry. That's what I wanted to do. He's throwing a lasso. Lasso rodeo, throwing like a rope, like when you tie a rope for a hoop and then you throw the hoop.
My dear Candlefoot, are you throwing out a lasso? He crosses his hands over his chest and shakes his head. Very good guess, though. Very good guess.
Well, this game is a little bit arbitrary and too complicated anyway. I don't know how people are supposed to get that. What if somebody's blind, huh? How does that person play?
Thank you
We can't get them all, baby. It's fine.
Thank you all for participating in our little game of charades.
I'm just picturing all of us here, just sitting. We're at our respective locations, each making the gestures as they're being described, with these really like blank looks on our, like, what the heck am I doing?
As Candlefoot goes off the stage, you watch as Mr. Light actually bows, steps off as well. And it's in this moment that you see a myriad of fairy dragons with streamers attached to their wings and tail begin to circle and spin and dive and loop-de-loop around the tent sky. You see a number of different acrobats begin to take the stage and begin to do flips on what seem like almost invisible partitions and swings. An entire cluster of clowns, yes, you heard that right, cluster of clowns begin to wheel out on unicycles. Some of them juggling balls, others juggling knives, and they toss them between each other. You then see a number of individuals coming out dressed in very, very dark clothing, but within a moment they proceed to open their mouths and giant streams of fire burst out, all happening at once in this sort of deliberately choreographed movement. It's awe-inspiring. It's incredible. You get the sense that what you're witnessing is, in short, the finale. But as it comes to a close, that individual once again comes back on stage. Just a second. And he asks, "This is my favorite part of the entirety of the show. I appreciate your patience, your enthusiasm, and of course, your participation. But now, this is the opportunity we, the carnival, have to give back to you, our lovely participants. Does anyone here wish, in this moment, to perform their own act? Something they have prepared and wish to wow the rest of the lovely, lovely patrons here at our carnival."
Cardamom elbows Zenki. You should go up there and sing.
You're right. I haven't done that since, the other day, actually. All right.
Ah, come on. Yeah, come on.
All right, I'll go. I volunteer to sing. I haven't done that in such a large audience in so long.
Hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. What does it look like when Zenki performs as you take the stage?
What it looks like is that let me look at my list of almost said weapons. Oh my goodness, list of kazoo, lute. Yeah, he's gonna take out his lute really like suavely. He's just strutting over to his spot, and to help out with the thing to help with the show being a bit more grandstanding, he's just gonna shake it out of him. Like, just loosen himself up, but as he's doing that, his tail's just starting to ruffle up before cascading over him completely. Gonna pop a squat on the chair, and then he's going to ask if anyone has any requests first. The first one that piques his interest, if he remembers it, he'll more than happily sing.
You hear, I'm so sorry, you just opened up an opportunity. You hear from the audience, "I'd like to hear Freebird!"
As if I hadn't had that one every time I used to work here. Okay. All right, fine.
Oh my god.
Wizard staff has a knob at the end.
What?
It's a free bird. Out yourselves now.
Go ahead.
So then,
Go ahead and really quickly just roll me a performance check with advantage.
yeah, gladly.
19.
He's sitting there, he's belting it out, he's doing a good job, and if there's any point in this song where like other instruments would be added, he quickly just uses his mimicry to like squeak one out or so.
Oh, fantastic. I love that. I love that a lot.
Yeah, like so if there's like a different type of instrument solo in the song, then he just starts humming it or trilling it with his vocal cords.
I like to imagine at some point the kazoo comes out.
Yes, he would use that too.
Amazing. And
we ask him how the heck Kenku spit, or not how the heck a Kenku can blow a kazoo.
Listen. Theater of the mind, imagination. But as this performance is going on, I would love for my other 4 folks to roll me a perception check.
Aye, aye.
A 13 for Arlo.
That's a 7 for BB.
19 for me.
So
And I got a 4.
Oh, I got a 4.
I'm too busy watching Zenki.
yeah, no, that makes a lot of sense. Cash and Arlo, the two of you notice that scepter that's in the clown man's hand, which again, Arlo, you recognize that's Mr. Light. You notice that the scepter in Mr. Light's hand, not only are the butterfly wings flapping, They seem to be flapping with a lot of energy, and you notice that the ball, seems to be spinning very rapidly in a clockwise direction. And it seems to increase in its energy and vibrancy as Zenki is performing.
Oh.
Hey,
Trying to be quiet so as to not disturb the performance.
hey, Ash, you seeing that?
Yeah. What's that about?
I'm not quite sure. And from where we are, it'd be a little difficult for me to truly tell.
That's not something you remember this happening before, or is this just kind of a regular thing?
Above game, that was going to be my next question. And Arlo remember if they recognize Mr. Light, but do they recognize the attire, the props that Mr. Light has?
That's a great question. Hold on, I'm looking at... Hold on. That's what I
All good,
thought.
all good.
So that's what I thought. So it's very interesting. It's in this moment that actually, Arlo, you don't quite remember, but here's the thing. Cash, for a moment, as you're staring so intently and trying to think on this, there's a moment where you suddenly aren't here. At least, not for the moment. You're outside. You're at a different part of the carnival, and you see this man's face. You recognize it. You recognize it in the moment. You watch as he hands seemingly a flower out of nowhere to a small child for just a moment. And then as you come to, it's like in this moment, while you may not recognize or know anything about him or the scepter, you do remember him. And the last time you were here, you remember encountering this man. Similarly, BB, as you're kind of lost in the sauce, there's a moment where the scepter catches your eye, and in a moment you also are not here for the moment. You find yourself standing outside of the ticket booth, a much smaller kobold, and you see that you don't remember who was holding it, but you remember that item. And for a moment, you remember it bursting into a myriad of gold, pink, and purple sparkles. And you remember in that moment, again, it's spinning clockwise and the wings almost ready to take off. They're so energetic, similar to how they are now. To answer your question, Arlo, I would need from you a history check.
A 19.
You not only remember seeing this, you remember that Mr. Light doesn't go anywhere without the scepter. And you don't know the details, but you do remember it having magical properties. You remember there being rumors about it somehow being tied to either his position, his act, or, you know, he does love costumes. You do remember that, like, Mr. Light does not go out and about without being in some sort of flamboyant costume. Like, no one has seen this man without makeup and a cat suit on. Like, this is his, I don't know how to, like, this flamboyant nature, like, to see him otherwise would be to not see him at all. And in a similar way, you remember him always having that in his hand at all times. You don't remember what it
Okay.
is. You don't remember what it does, but you do know that it is magical, and you do remember, again, he always has it. It's always in his hand.
Okay. All right. So then possibly not necessarily something off-putting. I guess she'd look over at Cash. In the moment that she was trying to recollect that, has Cash returned from that brief memory recollection, or does it still look like he's daydreaming?
I leave that up to Cash.
He's kind of, it's just going to be kind of brief, just remembering that little bit, and but he's gonna be back present, but he is gonna have that very contemplative look, just trying to think of like, okay, well, what in the hell does that then?
Huh? I didn't. Well, to what you were asking me before, I definitely remember him having it. I'm not quite sure what his scepter does, but he's definitely had it for at least as long as I can remember. His outfits change from time to time, but scepter always there.
Kind of his thing.
Yeah, it's rumored it might be magical in some way, but I wouldn't be able to tell you honestly.
They mentioned something about, who was it? Both of them, I'd imagine. No, I remember somebody saying that these two have eyes kind of all over the place, or they see everything. I'm wondering if that's how, or...
Well, I mean, it's possible, but it seems like the scepter didn't start spinning, or at least the ball on top and the wings flapping, they didn't start moving like that until Zinky's performance.
Is it some kind of like mood gauge? Like, starts kind of getting antsy or whatever whenever the crowd starts kind of going wild, or...
Arlo, like, their eyes can't like completely widen, but you'll notice like a raised eyebrow of sorts, and like the an expression to the best of their ability of possible surprise and contemplation, maybe an epiphany. Saris, what would Arlo have to roll to recall, unless that history roll carries over, whether or not Mr. Light has ever requested this in a big top act before?
Oh, this is a regular thing he does. Absolutely, this is
Okay.
routine.
Okay.
Well, that's the thing. He's done this in the past. I can't really say for sure if it actually was to gauge audience interaction or participation. I just figured the carnival's kind of supposed to exude happiness as a whole, and since Mr. Light's kind of the jollier one of the two, I just assumed he always just somehow knew how enthused the attendants were, you know?
But again, to that point, that would be kind of a, good way to indicate how things are going, depending on how crazy that thing's getting.
Possibly. I wouldn't be able to say for certain unless I can't even say for certain. I wouldn't even be able to take a better stab at it probably unless I could maybe get a hand on it, and I don't think that's gonna happen.
From how it sounds, that's kind of not gonna happen. But I mean, both you and Zinky being former employees, I would like to think that gives a little bit of leverage at least to say hi afterwards. At least now that they see who we are. But
Quite possibly. But that's something
Yeah.
I've been wondering about.
yeah, you can't.
Zinky and I walked up on that stage, and
They didn't say
I
a
don't-
word.
I don't know. I mean, he could have just been kind of in character, you know? But, like, I don't know if,
Yeah, and the problem is that after the show, everybody's going to want to take off, do whatever, and I imagine they're going to want to go back to their tent and wait for the next showing. I can't imagine it's going to be real easy to get a hold of them after the show for a interview, I guess you can call it.
I mean, it's worth a shot. Honestly, I think Zinky left of his own will, but since I kind of got left by accident, it might be possible to get his attention that way? Like a pay and respect sort of thing?
True. I mean,
It's an
wouldn't hurt
angle.
to stay. It wouldn't hurt to stay behind at least to just to see if we can get a word in.
Of note, does it look like the audience around us is like entranced in Zinky's performance?
Yes, 100%.
Oh, okay.
100%. They're
Okay.
hooping, they're hollering, they're cheering. Like, yeah, absolutely.
Wonderful. Okay, so it doesn't look like they're in any sort of stupor or something. They're still engaged.
Yep. No, 100%. And they're completely enthralled.
Well, we can give it a shot afterwards. I'm curious to see if Mr. Light will recognize that that's Zinky.
Well, only one way to find out. I'm gonna turn over or lean over to BB and Cardamom, kind of relay the. I'm gonna hang back for everybody to take off to see if we can get to talk with them.
I think BB looks a little bit stunned and takes a second to like acknowledge you talking to it, and then just goes, "Oh, what? Oh, yeah. That makes a lot of sense."
Cardamom just sort of nods. Yeah, sure. She's really enjoying the act. Sorry.
You put in on the
Amazing.
act. Oh, this is my song.
And as the performance comes to an end, Mr. Light sort of waves his arm out as if to like gesture for you to take a bow, Zenki, and like the audience is going fucking wild, like absolutely just cheering, screaming, standing ovation, like you put on a hell of a show.
That's our bird.
Oh, he's drinking all of this and he's taking his bows and everything. He's really soaking it. He hasn't had so many eyes on him in so long. And you can see like his little like the neck feathers and his chest feathers a little bit are like all puffed up because of how pleased he is. In fact, I'd like to go and add the extra detail that he's also got some fluff and chops going on.
Good.
You know when the birds kind of get the little blushy faces, but it's just their feathers bunching near their cheeks. Yeah, he's got that going on too.
Aw.
Amazing.
I don't know anything about birds, but that sounds cute.
I love
Yeah.
this.
Thank you. I won't be here next week. I wish I could be. But thank you. You've been a grand audience. I appreciate every single one of you. I love you.
Amazing.
He's gonna go ahead and just like canter on over towards the crew, like
Yeah.
totally a hop and a step.
Absolutely. And as the lot of you, I'm so sorry. I lost my page. Come back. As the show comes to a close, Mr. Light takes the stage once more and goes, "Give it up for all of our performers this evening!" Yes,
Yay!
if you do, in fact, enjoy everything that you have seen tonight, be sure to head over to each and every single one of their exhibits. They have more in store for you. And of course, do not forget, at the final hour, we will be crowning our monarch for the evening. So be sure to come back to the big top at that time, where we will commence forth our celebration. And you hear, again, hooping and hollering, just, roars of applause. And as Mr. Light leaves the stage, the big top becoming empty, the five of you, do you leave immediately, or do you choose to sort of linger and lurk around for a little bit?
I'm personally going to kind of stick around, just kind of let the crowd pour out.
Same.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go ahead too.
Arlo would also do the same, given Cash's suggestion earlier.
As the big top clears out, once it is truly just the five of you left in the big top, you actually watch, you don't watch, you hear the sound of big footsteps approaching as Burley actually fully walks up to the five of you. I just really want to say that you're one heck of a group of participants and performers you are. Really helped us put on a really good show tonight, and I hope I don't necessarily bother you and your fun too much. I know there's many things that y'all want to do, but Mr. Light and Mr. Witch have taken a great notice of the five of you, and have requested that the five of you meet with him. Meet with the both of them, if that'd be all right with you all. And that, as he announces that to the five of you, is where we are going to end tonight's session.
Oh heck!
Yeah. Nice.
What? We either did real good or we fucked.
Yeah, I was gonna say we're either gonna get our answers or we're gonna get kicked out.
Guys, I'm still only level 1. I'm not really sure I can fight a boss this early.
Same. I don't know if my knees can handle.
You just hear Cash straighten his posture and his back just.
The
Cash, oh
Wait, am I
shit,
here?
I forgot my Flintstone vitamins today.
Yeah. Great session, y'all. Thank you so much for playing.
This was a
Thank you
blast.
for running
This was
it.
great.
Why don't we go around the horn and de-introduce ourselves?
Okay.
I don't mind starting, as I am the Dungeon Master for this evening. You can find me all over the internet at TiXDiXL. Again, this week is a little bit weird. I'm not going to be available to stream on Monday due to IRL work stuff. But Friday, we should be returning with more Cazador's Guide to the Cosmos over at Distortion Devil's channel. And then on Sunday, we're going to be over at Burnout Vaughn's channel for some more Those Who Wander. So if you like the horror stuff, you like the sort of inverse of what this campaign is supposed to be, please feel free to stop by and check us all out. Again, thank y'all for being here. Thank y'all for playing. I'm going to pass the baton over to Punky.
Whoa, that's me. Hi, everybody. I've been your wonderful anxious kobold, BB. I will continue being anxious, but I will not continue being a kobold. I will instead be a monkey, as I am. I am not streaming on my own channel quite yet. That will happen soon, eventually. To stay posted on when that does happen, please follow me on Blue Sky, which is at Punky, PUN-KI. You can preemptively follow me on Twitch to get a nice surprise notification one day if you don't follow me on Blue Sky, which is twitch.tv/Punky punky_o_o. You can find me here every other Saturday. You could find me at Burnout Vaughn's channel every other Sunday. Tomorrow we will be playing Threadbare Suits, where I play a mischievous lying superhero who has a lot to hide and not really a lot of good reasons to get to know people in a meaningful way, but maybe hopefully that changes. Tuesdays, I play Paper Mario the Cosmic Caper Season 2, also on Burnout Vaughn's channel. Mondays, sometimes I'm on Amusing Thalia's channel playing Nier, doing other stuff. Otherwise, you can find me floating around. Oh, also, on Wednesdays now, I do the Gunk Tank with Gaius and Leah and some other folks. I'm going to keep showing up in places that aren't my channel because that's just what I do. Hopefully, I'll be on my channel soon. What do I say? Hold on, let me remember. Break rules, drink water, read comics. There it is. And I'm going to pass it to Trinket.
Yep, I'm Trinket. I have been your creaky cashews for the evening, and when I'm not here every Saturday being said creaky gumshoe, I am a very creaky bag of bones. You can usually find me on, well, not Twitter, Blue Sky, Tumblr, Pixiv, Pillowfort. You pretty much find all my socials on my card, trinketwitchcreations.card.co. Again, I have a Twitch. I don't use it, and I probably should. But this is pretty much the only place you're going to find me otherwise, so... I'm going to pass it, though, on to Pepper.
Yo, I'm Pepper Chester, VTuber on Twitch.tv. You can find me on Blue Sky, Tumblr, Twitch, and YouTube, of course. And I'm just a Cheshire Cat VTuber, just trying to make her living, doing her best. I've been working my hardest on my setting for my VTubing stuff, and I'm also trying to concept up some stories, some original stories. So if you want to take a peek and see what the heck I've got going on, or commission something, feel free to poke me on Blue Sky or VGen. I'm gonna go ahead and hand this on over to Zyme Site.
Well, hello, everyone. My name is Zyme Site. Some people call me Zy or Zyme. You can find me on Twitch and Instagram for now, at Zyme Site, and everywhere else at Zyme or Zyminess, like Blue Sky and YouTube. More streams this week, hopefully Tuesday, but most likely Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Might get some art streams this week because I have some potential commissions coming through. Still gotta beat Onimusha 2 remaster. We're almost there. We're on hell mode. We'll get there. I'm determined. We might play some Strive this Friday, get some Thirsty Thursdays in for Hades. But when I'm not streaming on my own channel, you can find me, of course, here with these lovely beans every other Saturday. And then on my other every other Saturdays, you could find me over on Burnout Vaughn's channel for some Baldur's Gate 3 with the Saved by the Spell crew. And that is me. Who do we have left?
Just me.
Not just you, most definitely you.
Well, then I am most definitely Net. Again, I'm not on a lot of stuff. I'm not really a social media creature. I'm here every other Saturday with this crew. My homies. I'm on the non-productive Twitch streams. I write for them, and I'm occasionally part of the on-screen crew. I've been off for a little while due to medical reasons, and let's see that I'm a part of the Geeks of Wrath crew. That is airing on non-productive on Twitch on Tuesdays, 7:30 p.m. Go watch it. Everyone there is great. Other than that, I am a reblog happy little gremlin over on Tumblr at Hamster Gal, and sometimes you'll find me getting the senior citizen early bird special at Denny's.
Well, I appreciate y'all being here and I appreciate y'all playing with me. We gotta go find somebody to raid. We already have a raid message.
Bones are wet.
Bones are wet. Wet your bones.
Wet your bones.
Let's see here. I have someone who is in one of my Discord servers that I'm a part of. We have that numbskull, and I have the Lady Ari. Does anybody have anybody else?
I have a particular upper that is currently playing Resident Evil, but outside of that, no, I don't think I do.
I see Sparred. I was going to suggest him, but I'm good with whoever.
I see Sprite Star doing some art right now.
I think it would be fun if y'all don't mind. I think we're gonna go with the Lady Ari tonight. They're doing
Good.
Baldur's
Sounds
Gate.
good.
They're doing Baldur's Gate. They have 2 people watching.
Let's get them.
Let's get them.
Well, this would be a nice booth.
And
That'll be a nice
I
booth.
don't know as I've actually ever I've lurked in their channel before. I don't think we've ever raided them before, so this is gonna be fun. Again, be nice to them, be kind to them. A raid message is wet your bones, and I will see you all in 2 weeks' time. Have a good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night, everyone.
Bye.
Wet your bones.
And we're out.
Yay.